All right, it's Akron Invasion tonight, bringing you to the stage right now, Mr. Angus Thorn!
All right, hi, Dry, how you doing? I'm going to move the mic stand out of the way. Normally I don't, because I don't care. First things, that is really bright. First things first, I'm going to talk about stereotypes. Look at that, everybody's paying attention now. All right, you got Sony, you have Bose, Panasonic. Those are three types of stereos, but now with digital music, we don't need those anymore. So, growing up, I grew up Irish. My family was always very strict. I had a speech impediment growing up. I had a lisp, and I was made fun of a lot for it, but I managed to get rid of it. It didn't stop me from making fun of other people that had one. I used to work with a guy. His name was Dan, and I used to ask him all the time. We sat like catty corner, and I'd turn around, and I'd say, "Hey, Dan, how's your sister Susie?" And he'd say, "Angus, I don't have a sister Susie. When are you going to stop that?" I said, "Well, when it stops being funny." See, I'm older, so we used to be able to do that at work. Now that's a visit to HR. So I've been mistaken for a public service announcement in the past. Attention, attention. The blue zone is for loading and unloading only. I worked for a hotel, and I had to notify everyone that there was a fire alarm. And I remember walking out to the front, and they're like, "This recording is really clear." I was like, "Well, that's me." Thanks. I went to the dentist today. Any dentists in here? No? Why do they talk when they're working on that? Like, why? I don't like to talk to people normally. And, like, you would have thought he got the gist today when I was, like, trying to reach onto the tray and find one of those, like, stabby things to poke him. This is a new dentist, and I had never been to this dentist before because, you know, my other one retired or committed suicide. I don't know what they do. But I have never been to one that not only did not talk directly to me, but literally was talking to the rest of the staff while working on this. So I said, I have had jaw pain for a while, so they were able to get me in there, and I said, "That's great." So he decided to tell me about every other patient that he's had for about the past 20 years with a very similar problem and how they tried to take care of it before they got there. I don't care. I didn't care. But then he says, this is the funny part, there I am with my mouth open, laying there, looking at it. He's got the tools in it, so I can't even close my mouth. And he goes, "Hey, did I ever tell you that story?" And he's talking to his assistant. She's like, "No, I don't believe so." He's still holding the tools there. So finally I just started kicking the chair. And he was like, "Oh yeah, here's your x-rays." Like, what? What? Let's look at, has anybody seen those rock art formations where you like build these things, you make these archways or whatever? And I thought they were pretty clever to see, but I see them online, so I decided, does anybody else like run to the comment sections when you see something cool because you want to see what negative thing somebody has put on somebody else's hard work because they can't do it? You know, like we'll put shows up where we're working as comedians and we get torn down by somebody that would never go on stage. And it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, this art was incredible. Like he had this archway going, it was very nice. And this long comment, so I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I read the entire thing, and basically it said that when you move these, you're destroying microbacteria on the rocks. And you need to stop that. We need to adapt a no-touch policy. Look, but no-touch policy for the outside. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? I remember going outside as a kid, you built a fort. You dragged half a rusty car over there, you built things up and stuffed asbestos to make it work so you could have your apple fights, and now we're not allowed to go outside and touch anything. I don't know. Let's see, do I have anything else? Wait, I have a paper. No, just says all the places I want to go next. Hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are any accountants in here? Oh really? How's therapy? Like, I did that for a long time. My last job before this was in fraud investigation, and let me tell you, there isn't enough therapy in the world to deal with people. When Matt said he switched from what was it, many assorted people to one singular style? Yeah, deal in finance, and that's exactly what you'll find. Hey guys, my name's been Angus. You guys are great. Have a wonderful night.